Welcome, creatures of all ages. Kara, thank you so much for coming. Good morning. The best of mornings to you. Top of the morning. So today is my second day of my Celtic History Week, and I'm pretty excited because I already started this Total War Rome 2 role playing. No, I won't say role playing, but narrative campaign on Tuesday during my guerrilla stream, and I think I had a lot of fun. But like I said, like I might have said before, no, I don't think I did. But Celtic history is definitely one of the more underappreciated parts of history overall, and largely because generally most written accounts of history only describe them losing, them being defeated by the Greeks or the Romans or the British. I mean, not the British, the English, and honestly, I think there's more to historical significance than just winning or losing. It's society, the economy, civilization. It's not a zero-sum game, although it can seem like it sometimes. Anyways, so today we are playing as the culture called the Arverni. The Arverni was, as I mentioned earlier, the Arverni was the Gaulish tribe from modern-day Auvergne, I think that's how it's pronounced, in central France. This is... It's the tribe that ultimately made the final stand against ancient Gaul, ancient Rome, led by Julius Caesar, or Julius Kaiser, as I'll call him a lot. Led by the French national hero Vercingetorix. So let me go into a bit more detail on the history of this particular tribe before we get right into it. Wikipedia. So Wikipedia cites a French scholar who claims that the name Arverni or Arverno comes from the Latin supernus, those who are above, which is why the Romans such as Kaiser gave them the name, because they were a dominant power in the area. And hold on a second, let me reduce the bit rate. Let's see if I can reduce the lag a bit. Yeah, I know. Is it better now? Because I just reduced the bitrate from 6,000 to 4,000. Still no? Let me just look this up. Good, appropriate bitrate for OBS. What is a good bitrate for recording? Bitrate. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go smaller. 3,500. All right. So let's see. Still poor. All right, let's reduce it even further. Or maybe it's just a connection. It's just my internet connection, but the output is honestly kind of ass. Okay, how about we reduce it to medium? the encoder preset. Okay. This should be... Nope, still. Good morning, Vasilisa. So, the stream is going to be a little scuffed because I have reduced the encoding and the bitrate to the minimum. So, but you know what you're gonna do. It's not like I have the... It's not like I have the money for like the finest of rigs and internet connection. I'm ultimately still living with my parents, even if I do pay them a decent amount of rent. But anyways, let's just go with it, honestly. So the Arverni... My stream is smooth now, alright. Okay, so Auvergne is a mountainous and hilly area, which is good for Vercingetorix's strategy of guerrilla warfare and defensive tactics. There's a large amount of fresh water, such as the what is it? There's a large amount of fresh water, such as the Loire River. I'm not going to go and figure out how to pronounce it right now, as well as a large number of lakes and ponds, combined with the fertile landscape, with many pastures and the wide oak forests, and the rich gold mines that supposedly used to be there. The Arverni were very wealthy, and that wealth ultimately translated into military might. So one thing in that I was good at 35, alright. Let's see, that's it. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good at 35 right now. Okay, so originally, one thing that people don't know about, necessarily about the Gauls, that despite the fact that Vercingetorix was declared king of the Gauls, originally power among the tribe was actually balanced between a king, a senate, and a popular assembly, and by the time of Kaiser, the monarchy had been overthrown, and the tribe would actually become an oligarchy, run by an assembly of nobles known as the Grand Judges. I wouldn't say that's much better, though, because it's still... it's transfer of one people to a few people, and that can actually be worse, because they would be at odds with each other and basically compete with each other to extract as much wealth and resources from the common people. Like, I believe it's commonly said that an oligopoly of a certain industry in the economy might actually be worse than a monopoly, because then they can collude with each other and say things like, oh, prices need to go up, or wages need to go down, or stay stagnant. And they can create sort of an echo chamber. Anyways, the Arverni were known for their metallurgical prowess. And they made high quality weapons and armor, including the chainmail that the Romans would later copy. Anyways, let me just let's see. All right. Let's go. Yes, everyone likes gold, and the Arverni minted their own coins, which I will actually talk about a little later. So let me just arrange everything on my second monitor. So let's move this to the side. And let's move this over here. I just need to, I have a bunch of notes and I just need to keep them. And I just need to keep them on, so... Okay, you know what, screw it, I'll just reach for, I'll just do what I usually... and reach for my, laptop, so technically I actually have 3 monitors right now. So, let's just log in. Hold on. They will know that you are coming before that you... They will know that you are come? You are come? I mean, that's a pretty embarrassing typo, I'd say. Okay, anyways, so as you can see over here, we have temporarily conquered the Arverni tribe. The Aedui tribe. The Aedui are the traditional enemies of the Arverni, and this rivalry would ultimately be the one that brought Kaiser into Gaul. So the Aedui came from under siege from all sides by the Arverni as well as the Sequani over here in the northeast, as well as a warband of German warriors led by the warlord Ariovistus. So the Aedui would ultimately look forward to the Romans for help, and Kaiser would liberate the tribe by soundly defeating Ariovistus at the Battle of Vesontio, right here. And after this, the Arverni would back off until the final revolt by Vercingetorix, which we will go over later. So, currently we have turned the Aedui into a client state before the Romans can get in. I actually have my, Zos, how lewd. They will know you are come before they know you are coming. I gotta remember that, honestly. So, let's go to drive. Oh, if only you could see me. I have one monitor in front of me playing the game, one monitor on the left that's showing everything else, and then a laptop on my bounced between the desk and my belly, showing my notes and my random event generator. Okay, so anyways, we have to turn them into a client state because instead of just conquering them, because coming from the north is trouble. This is the Carnutes tribe. The Carnutes tribe, Carnutes literally means horned ones, named after their supposedly horned helmets. So, like, you know the dinosaur Carnotaurus? Wait, does Carnotaurus come from carne meaning meat, or does it come from carn meaning horn? I wonder. But anyways, the Carnutes would ultimately make their mark in history when Kaiser established a protectorate over them, putting the puppet king, Tasgetius in power. However, the Carnutes lands are home to a sacred annual gathering of druids. And fearing that the Romans would encroach upon their culture, the Carnutes people overthrew their king and began a revolt against the Romans that Vercingetorix would ultimately lead. So, basically, in terms of narrative, I need to conquer this place so that I can cement myself as ruler of all of the Celtic, ruler of all of Gaul, if not all of the Celts. So we're talking about gold coins. Like I said, the Arverni did mint coins, which I'd say is pretty much a symbol of civilization. Like, remember, a reason people decry the Native Americans as barbarians is because they didn't have currency, they did barter. And ultimately, the Gauls, by and large, had very few aspects of their culture that would be considered barbaric in objective terms compared to the Romans, except of course the fact that they wear pants, and according to the Romans and Greeks, wearing pants instead of skirts is barbaric. But anyways, although lore was passed down orally, supposedly, by the Druids, many Gauls could read and write. It's just that they read and wrote in Greek and Latin. They minted their own coins, they had a complex system of government, and they lived in these large cities called oppidums. There were a few things that did denote them as barbaric. For instance, they engaged in raiding or arbitrarily just running into enemy lands to steal goods and slaves, which the Romans don't do anymore. And another thing that is that the Roman religion was more ascendant, sort of, in that it was very human-centric, and reverence of the gods was centered around the state, with Jupiter having given the Romans imperium, or the divine right to power, while the Gauls engaged in nature worship still, which, having Hindu grandparents, personally I respect nature worship a lot, but it's definitely historically been associated with tribal groups as opposed to powerful civilizations. Like, I believe I saw a meme once that compared Vikings, the virgin Vikings who worship trees and fairies, to the Chad Varangian Guard who are Orthodox Christian. But yeah. But ultimately, the thing that made the Gauls barbarians first and foremost was one thing, which is that they were not Roman. According to the Romans and Greeks, anyone who wasn't them was a barbarian. The nationalistic Romans nitpicked at every aspect of their culture different from them, especially the way the Gauls drank wine. Romans watered their wine down, while the Gauls drank it pure, and ultimately, so the Gauls were seen as drunken fools. Anyways, so far in the story we have created, this over here is Iliadus. We decided that Iliadus was a somewhat anxious and irritable noble who ultimately was exiled from the lands of the Arverni after killing someone out of manslaughter, killing someone in a drunken rage after insulting his honor. And ultimately, he took a large army with him and got ready to invade the lands of the Aedui, hoping that if he defeated the Arverni's his historical enemy, he could come back, which he has. In addition, joining him is, first of all, Iliadus has a madman who gave him secrets about when the enemy was coming. He has a Dalek bard singing his praises. That seems to happen. What seems to happen a lot? Killing people in drunken rages. Yeah, it does. You know how in Eastern Europe, there's both high alcoholism and a high murder rate, which can't be a coincidence. And then you have Onyorix, the son of the king Oxtius, who had a falling out with his father over disagreements over just where society should go and where the balance of power should go. So he left with a small party to join Iliadus, and ultimately we have defeated the Aedui. We have turned them into a client state that way they will ultimately eventually break free from their rule, inevitably, at which point we will go and crush them again. But for now, they are giving us tribute, and we are returning home triumphantly. Iliadus has taken the dried heart of a powerful chieftain, and he ended up sparing the Aedui king, in exchange for taking his daughter as a concubine. Meanwhile, Oxtius currently has a shield bearer. You insult my honor, Beat! Alright, so we are returning home to replenish our forces and eventually fight the Carnutes. So let's go to the next turn. It's the only curse word I know. Of course, you've been playing Stalker 2, right? I'm guessing you hear those sacred Russian words a lot. Bring more vodka, suka! Oh, by the way, at this point in time, the Slavs have not actually, the Slavs are not around. They don't exist. The Slavs actually originally came from Germany, basically around southern Germany. And during the migration period in the late Roman era, they went east to the Pontic Caspian steppes, where they drove out the tribes that were currently there, the Scythians, and later on would push the southwest into. Yes, that is very late antiquity, and they would also push southwest into the Upper Balkans. I believe I heard somewhere that even after Rome was occupied, Illyria, this area over here where Croatia is, would still consider themselves part of the Roman Empire. They would have reason to be proud of, because the most Chad among Chad emperors, Aurelian, came from there. But yeah, eventually they were ultimately invaded by the Slavs, who would form the Dalmatian kingdom, which would eventually become Croatia. So yeah, we are back with Then what happened to the Slavs? Was it the Mongols? Yeah. Whoever says that you can't fight a land war in Asia clearly is suffering from a skill issue. The issue with conquering Russia is that Russia is very wide and very decentralized. If you conquer one city, then the empire and the Russian people can continue to function. Even in a different area. That's ultimately how Napoleon failed. because he attacked Moscow. The Russians evacuated Moscow and set it on fire, and then just continued to function like nothing had happened. Well, not exactly that nothing had happened, but the Russians were not so lucky with the Mongols, because the Mongols could just cross large distances very fast with their horses, because practically their entire army was on horseback. Similarly, sort of in between was the Nazi entry into Russia, Operation Barbarossa. The Nazis also had a mobile warfare strategy with the Blitzkrieg, with their tanks. And tanks are basically modern cavalry, armored cavalry, so they definitely got a lot closer to conquering Russia than Napoleon did. But ultimately, regardless of their mobile strategy, they were hampered by the fact that it was just one group of people, one country, with an economy centered entirely around raiding, declaring war on the entire world. Russia, let's be real, Germany could not have won. Anyways, let's replenish our forces. Merging the troops. And
for the tribe.
Alright, what to do next? Okay, a child is born. Who just... Oxtias has given birth to another son. I wonder, maybe I should declare him my heir. I think I will. Oxtias will disown Oniorix for rebelling against him. Anyways, she is giving... they are giving birth when Iantu was at the age of 38. And I will point out that for all the crap about problematic age gaps, children do tend to be healthier when they are born to parents in their early 20s. I mean, I know my parents gave birth to me when they were like 28, and I didn't exactly win the genetic lottery. But, yeah. Let's see how this turns out. It is royal blood, after all, and what bigger genetic defect is there than blue blood? So, we currently still need to defeat the Carnutes. Let's see, can we get the Idowy to declare war on them?
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening. So be quick with your chattering.
I guess not. So...
Ready for orders.
Yes.
Let's see, what do these guys have?
For the tribe. Warriors all. Ready for orders. For the tribe.
For now, let's get some more.
Are you ready to do your duty?
Let's get some more spearmen, throw some more bodies at the wall.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Yeah, let me just describe what's going on, currently going on in the world, in the rest of the world. Currently, in this period in history, another group of Celts, the Celts that would later become the Galadians, are currently engaging in something called the Great Expedition, which I actually reacted to a video on yesterday. The Great Expedition would invade Greece. And ultimately, there will be two stages. There would be two stages of it. The first stage would be the attack on Macedon, because Macedon, the home of Alexander, is currently engaged in a power struggle, like as is most of the Alexandrian world. And holy shit! That is a lot of naked people. Like, it's an that's more hobos than in all of San Francisco. Okay. What do I do?
Thirsty for battle. Ready for battle.
How do I deal with this? These guys are murder machines. If they get into melee, the best you can do against them is just shoot them to death. I have a decent amount of shooting here, so I guess I should be fine there.
Ready for battle.
Okay, here's what I think I'll do. I will try to launch. I will put my smaller army into ambush, and then I will garrison the city with my other troops, and just let them come to me.
What would you have of me? Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Thank you, great ancestors.
Okay, so this is going to be a tough one indeed. I mean, ultimately, the Carnutes tribe is doomed because my allies, the Pictonus tribe, are ultimately going to occupy them. But we have to still absorb this main wave of naked people. So yep, all we can do now is wait, I guess. Yep, they've just been occupied, which means they're going to come running to try and occupy me. Because that's usually what these factions do. Whenever their home territory is occupied, whenever their home territory is occupied, they run to the nearest enemy territory and try to conquer it, because otherwise their supply line is lost. The year in history. Pyrrhus returns from Italy and Sicily and invades Macedonia, defeating Antigonus II Gonatus at the Battle of the Aus, and conquering Upper Macedonia and Thessaly, while Antigonus holds them onto the coastal Macedonian towns. Antigonus's troops desert him, and Pyrrhus is declared king of Macedonia. A group of Tarentines unsuccessfully attacks Milon, the general of Pyrrhus. Meanwhile, the Roman Republic is steadily expanding over Italy. Magas of Kyrene marries Apama, the daughter of Antiochus, and uses his marital alliance to foment a pact to invade Egypt. Egypt which is currently under the control of Greeks right now. He opens hostilities against his half-brother, Ptolemy II, by declaring his province of Cyrenaica to be independent, and then attacks Egypt from the west, as Antiochus I takes the Egypt-controlled areas in coastal Syria and southern Anatolia, after which he attacks Palestine. Magas Ptolemy II, due to oh yeah, and the inbreeding is already starting. Ptolemy and Arsinoe, the daughter of Ptolemy I, sister and wife of Ptolemy II. Sister and wife, remember that.
You looking at me?
Salmaras is become an excellent administrator, and let's level him up. Let's see what kind of a person he is. He's an excellent administrator from a wealthy merchant family. and is nitpicky about details. So let's see, what kind of a character is he? He's getting older and he's getting more outspoken and headstrong. He's becoming a public orator and a political zealot.
What?
Let's see. Oh, and Venica, the war heroine from a previous raid, has also leveled up. So she is old, down to earth, and practical. So learn to temper her rage, alright. Unity and stratagem. And let's see, there's some trouble brewing. Your spoiled son has fought with a prominent member of a rival tribe. Tensions have increased as a result. The elders look to you to settle the matter. Let's send him away. Alright. He will begin to... he will go on a migration of his own.
What do you want?
And we also need to research some new technologies. The last technology we did was headhunt. Alright, for setting we get... The story begins in a bar. Alright, we're going to get some hops then. Alright, let's see. The gay pride parade should be incoming any moment now. Oh no, they're leaving. Alright. Alright, well, I don't have to worry about them for now. So... Hearthkeeper. This woman has proven herself quite capable of organizing labor in her family's large household. She is stern but effective, and their farms are prospering. We could employ her to help plan our agricultural development. Alternatively, we could delegate that issue to the clan leaders and perhaps gain their favor. I don't think we need that much political favor right now, so yeah, let's take her in. This is Poria. She is an agriculture specialist. She is cheerful. A cheerful agricultural specialist from an aristocratic household. Alright. Alright, let's take him on. Obtain the spoils of war.
Warriors all! To travel is to be truly free. The people of Gaul. Yeah!
In the 84% or so. I think I can do better than that. So, for any of you who noticed that the VOD for my previous stream is gone, I have privated it, and I'm currently in the process of snipping out the part where my face is shown. So, let's see, let's get a firing line out, or loosing line.
are yours! Spears! The wave is through!
What of it, brothers? Gallic warriors ready!
Blood on! Hells! Come to me late! Light horse!
Roar! Mounted missile warriors! Warriors! Draw weapons! Horsemen!
Get running!
Alright, we got a cavalry skirmish going on. Alright, here they come.
We will pierce their hearts! Warriors eager for blood!
Ready! Warriors! Warriors, move out! Wooden! Move it! Horsemen!
Kill!
Ready!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Curse you, missile riders! Advance at speed!
Skirmishers!
All for gold! Missile warriors!
Slinkers!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Our spears are yours! Kill!
We are gold!
Slinkers!
Warriors ready! Warriors of gold!
Alright, this should be
Skirmishers! Warriors!
a fairly easy match.
Horsemen!
What do we say?
Battle ready!
Warriors ready!
Missile riders!
Battle ready! Reform!
Skirmishers!
Deadly missile ready!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Boars of gold!
Almost done.
We are gold! Quickly now!
Skirmishers!
Deadly missiles ready! Loose! Battle ready! Warriors of gold! Light horse!
Skirmishers!
Ready!
Slinkers!
Ready! Battle ready! Ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Boats! Bowmen!
Spears!
Spearmen ready for battle!
Skirmishers!
Missile armed
Kill!
warriors!
And that should be... So one thing I'm always... I do wonder, did people actually do this? Did...
One of our
When
units has used all its ammunition.
battle lines were clashed against each other, did people just... Did cavalry or skirmishers just go behind and harass the enemy with missile weapons? I mean, it sounds... I mean, obviously you can't do this in Warhammer, because Warhammer just assumes that it's just a swirl, that battle is just a swirl of... just a chaotic storm of swords and one-on-one duels. Which, of course, we know is not true. That's not how it works.
Warriors! Ready! On the ball! Ready! Attack! Horsemen! Agualo! Run!
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought.
Be warriors!
Alright, let's finish these idiots. It was written in military manuals that you should get missiles behind your... It was written in military manuals that you should not just put your missiles behind your main line.
Go! See, horse. Run! Warriors ready! Make them up! Warriors ready! All ready! Mountain dead!
Alright, let's see. Anyone else that needs to be cleaned up? Alright, let's call it here. Yep, easy fight, easy life. Now, let's see what we should do with the captives. We're going to roll for a situation. Someone is being impersonated. Alright, 8. The enemy king has left his body double behind, and who naturally begs for mercy. I am a merciful warlord. Sounds reasonable.
Is there nothing else? Your next command. Warriors all. Ready for battle.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Alright.
Gaul is mother to us all.
I wonder, can I kill this guy? No, probably not.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Ancestors.
Alright, that is a decisive victory. Alright, let's see, let's level these guys up. Iliadus is old, reserved, and quiet. He's getting older, and he's also feels like returning to now that he's obtained a pardon from the king. He feels like returning for bureaucratic work. Alright. He's earned some rest.
Warriors all. Starting out. Ready for battle.
As for Oniorix, easily tempted and self-indulgent. Alright, he revels in his victory, cowering a flayed enemy's skin. Carried a flayed enemy's skin as his trophy, and has also brought along a mad warrior from a mad tattooed warrior from the captives, and we are going to turn him into a bloodthirsty warrior. Weren't kings, queens, etc. usually captured? Wasn't it quite rare to show actual mercy? No, mercy. Quite often, kings did show mercy as a show of authority. For example, one of the most clear examples was Salahuddin during the Crusades. After he defeated the Crusaders at the Battle of Hattin, he executed some of them. For example, the Turcopoles, who are Muslims who would convert to Christianity, because Muslims apostatizing is punishable by death. However, many of them he actively spared, including the king of Jerusalem, who he let go. Again, this wasn't necessarily out of kindness. This was an act of mercy, to show that moral high ground, basically, to make his followers want to follow him instead of just following him out of fear. Of course, it could backfire, though. Oh yeah, that's it too. Mercy to other kings was more of a class statement. That's ultimately why Napoleon wasn't executed after the Battle of Waterloo, because what is it? The British ultimately wanted to decisively show that the revolution was over, and the old order of kings in the landed gentry was here to stay, which of course it wasn't.
For the tribe, ready for orders.
Similarly, another example is Alexander defeating King Porus of India, and in which King Porus, after being defeated, was met by Alexander, and Alexander asked, "How do you wish to be treated now that I've defeated you?" And Porus said, just bravely said, "Like a king treats another king." And Alexander showed mercy on him and made him his vassal. So
Thirsty for battle.
let's see. My armies have also gained experience. Let's roll for a theme. The theme is rivalry. Rivalry with the other army, which is the Heralds of Anko.
Warriors all.
Let's see. This army wants to compete in how much loot they can take. How far they can march. Also, his treatment of Darius's family. He was extremely kind to them, and he and Darius's mother became very close. Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he considered Porus to be very brave, as opposed to Darius, who he saw as cowardly.
Thirsty for battle.
Let's see. Meanwhile, this army, the Heralds of Anko, is going to respond to that call of rivalry, which is, the theme is a love story. Okay, they're going to show that they're better than than their rivals by being merciful. Merciful and stalwart defenders of their homeland. Alright. And that should be it. Anyways, who's next? I want to conquer the lands. I want to conquer this region, so we are going to conquer. Let's find an excuse to go on attack. Yes, in his letter to Darius, Alexander told him either to surrender to him or lay claim to the title of king in battle. I don't know. I didn't research that particular period in particular. Quickly, let me just quickly research this. King Darius of Persia. Darius III. Alexander's campaign. Looking at up this on Wikipedia. Darius reportedly offered all of his empire west of the Euphrates River to Alexander in exchange for peace several times, each time denied by Alexander against the advice of his senior commanders. Alexander could have declared victory after the capture of Persepolis, but instead he decided to pursue Darius. After the battle, Darius managed to flee the city. So yeah, basically he was indeed a coward. So was all the brutality carried out by the peasantry, soldiers, and barbarians, like Boudica and her daughters, or later Zenobia being led away with golden chains? Yes, the peasantry and the soldiers definitely were. Remember, they were the ones who were doing all the fighting, and and after battle, they would definitely want compensation, if not from their what is it? Their generals as salaries, then from plunder. And the generals could certainly try to hold them back, but after a particularly bloody battle, usually the general couldn't really hold them back, and so he would just give permission to them to do whatever they want. I believe that's one of the reasons the brutality of the Nanking massacre was so notorious, because it was spontaneous. It wasn't a carried out massacre. It was the Japanese went into China thinking it was going to be just a stomp, and largely it was. However, the horrors of war became clear, and they became exhausted and angry, and so they took their anger out on the locals. Speaking of which, today, and I forgot, today is the anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and I'll admit, I don't actually know that much about history. I mean, World War II history. Most of my knowledge of history extends to antiquity. But I'm going to say this. One thing we can say for sure about the attack of Pearl Harbor was that it was an act of hubris. The Bible describes pride as one of the worst sins, and C.S. Lewis called it the sin that leads to every other vice. Satan thought himself invincible and rebelled against God, and when he lost, he convinced Adam and Eve to abandon caution and consume the forbidden fruit. So pride is the thing that drives us to forget about the good things we have in life and want more, and think that striving for things we can't have won't get us hurt. And I think this is what ultimately led the Japanese Empire to bomb the United States. They thought that no matter how much more powerful the US was than them, not going to war and making peace with their enemies would be a sign of weakness. And ultimately, the Japanese hubris led to thousands of dead Americans and hundreds of thousands of dead Japanese. So, ultimately, if humanity wants to achieve lasting peace, it has to overcome this sense of hubris. That's it. Also, apologies. Most of my knowledge most of my historical knowledge extends to anime and gachas, and then I look up the historical figures they're based on. The naval era, so midriff-bearing sailors and shipgirls. That's basically Azure Lane, isn't it? Naval era. But yeah, I'm guessing you know about Boudica largely because of, FGO. I know there was like a very brutal dojin involving her and her daughters being violated by the Romans. I'm using my language carefully here. And that's why some of the more degenerate anime fans might know about her. Of course, I know about her because of Romabu historical videos that talk about how she got dunked on by the patriarchy, the Roman patriarchy. 100,000 troops tens of thousands of troops, and maybe 4 times as many as the Romans. The Romans lost only 400. The Britons got routed. Yeah, I mean, it was if there is one barbarian defeat in society in history that shows ultimately the inferiority of the barbarian warfare model, it's the Battle of Watling Street. Boudica definitely was a noble woman who stood for freedom and independence, but she was a terrible general. That's it.
Gaul is mother to us all.
But yeah, it was also desperation as well, as the Japanese didn't want to back down from the islands, which the USA told them to stop advancing, and they just thought it would remove them. Yeah, like I said, basically, if we attack, we might get destroyed. But if we don't, we'll look bad. We'll be dishonorable in the sense of Bushido. Like I've said time and time again that Bushido is basically the Japanese equivalent of the Spartan myth. It really did not have any long-term or even short-term advantages. Wait, what's the Idui doing? The Idui is attacking Massalia. And Massalia is supposed to be my ally. Alright. I wonder, what will Massalia give me if I attack the Idui?
Be welcome, but may Athena strike us all dumb.
Nothing, alright. Plus the Japanese had really, really bad oil problems since they were being sanctioned by the USA, which really didn't help out. Actually, funny thing, at the trial of the Japanese, at the trial of the Japanese war criminals, there was actually one judge, Indian judge, who claimed that the Japanese weren't guilty, saying that they were acting in self-defense, and that other powers would do the same thing if they were put under the same economic duress. Let me see what his name was. Indian judge who said the Japanese were not guilty. Radhabinod Pal. He was the only one who of all the judges in the tribunal, he was the only one who submitted a judgment that insisted all defendants were not guilty. The Yasukuni Shrine and the Kyoto Yosen Gokuku Shrine have monuments specifically dedicated to Pal. So, like I might have said, India and Japan have historically had, especially after World War II, have had very close ties, largely because of India's assistance as the Indian National Army, where they fought under Japanese command and against the Allies, hoping that the Japanese would liberate them from Britain. So, I just, it just came to mind because recently there was this, I believe I posted this in the Flavor Discord, this collab between Bloodywood, the Indian nu metal band, and Baby Metal. It is so good. So let's see, what do I join the Idui in attacking Massalia? Massalia is much stronger than me. More or less, yes, lol. Oh, the Japanese got screwed over during the World War I post-war distribution, so they were a bit miffed about that as well.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Yeah, they were... I'm pretty sure a few years before the actual attack, both people in the US and people in Japan, a majority of them thought that war was inevitable. Let's see. You know what? They are my client state. Wait a minute. How much money am I getting from them? 664 gold a turn. Okay, I will. Okay, I will indeed join them. I will hand over all my troops to Onyorix.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Or at least the really important ones.
To travel is to be
And we will return home. Iliadis will return home. Alright.
Gauls love the open road.
Alright, let's
Mother to us all.
begin the ass kicking.
Be welcome. If I can give you a fair
Oh, just
answer,
saying,
you will
Massalia historically was a close ally of Rome. Massalia is a Greek colony in Gaul, and Greek Gaulish aggression against Massalia was one of the things that ultimately would pull Rome into inevitable collision course with Gaul. So if this was going the way history was, I will kick myself for it later. But you know, honestly, this is to play the Arverni. You can't play them cautiously. No thinking, only pillaging.
I am honored to receive this embassy, and will listen with interest.
Honor the gods and your ancestors. Gauls love the open road.
All right. In order to protect their client state, the Arverni try an Arverni warband under Onyorix exiled for feuding with another lord. Exiled for feuding with another lord is about to join forces with their former ally and rain hell upon the Greeks.
What would you have of me? To work then. Are you sure there's nothing else?
All right. Yeah, you better run. So the thing is, the Greeks are a defensive faction with the famous phalanx, and so yeah, the Greeks are a defensive faction, and so besieging their cities is going to be very difficult. So I'm going to need to be really careful about this. Might need to use some sort of deception to lure them out. Let's see, where did my client state go?
Our friends.
Thirsty for battle.
Lots of hoplites, hoplites, some citizen cavalry, some mercenaries. Can I take these guys?
Honor the gods and
You know, yeah, if I play really shrewdly, I think I can take them.
thirsty for battle.
Yeah, I will have to get like a deadly encirclement on them.
I live to serve the people.
You know what? You know what? In the words of the famous of the legendary Gaulish general Lyragenkix. Lyragenkix. By the way, I'm never going to actually hear the word Jenkins again after I found out what jenking is. No, seriously, do you guys know what jenking is? Kara, do you know? get a core of the more experienced warriors.
Ready for battle.
And some to guard my flanks as well. I wonder, and let's see if I can get some auxiliary naked shock troops over here as well.
Guide our shots.
And finally, some good old light infantry.
Warriors. Warriors ready? Hands! Spearmen ready for battle.
I have a feeling these naked warriors are ultimately going to be the thing that break them. So
Noble horse.
let's make this
Don't break
happen.
formation.
Let's get them into the trees. Alright, careful, careful. By the way, you mentioned Zenobia being led away in chains. Is she in Grand Order? Let me check. Zenobia... FGO... Very nice. Very, very nice. Let me just find, let me just save this. Goddamn. Zenobia's righteous as Bazonga has distracted me from an attack from the Greek cavalry.
Skirmishers. Battle ready.
Ready for battle!
Sons of God. Skirmishers.
All right. Okay, my formation has been breached because my men were my men were all collectively distracted by mommy milkers. You know what? Let me bring it up. Okay, FGO Zenobia. I don't feel like showing my browser, so I'm going to just okay, that's let's see. Image. See? See this? Wouldn't you disrupt your own barbarian formation for this? to catch a glimpse of this fine this fine Onesan milkers, this delicious tsundere thighs, this delicious example of naval warfare. Anyways, let's try to salvage this. Wait, hold on, let me just fix my monitor again. Alright.
Warriors ready!
Alright, the naked men are getting overrun by horses. That sounds like a title for something very NSFW.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Warriors, draw weapons!
Our general is under attack.
Our spears are yours! We are gold! Skirmishes! Forward! Warriors eager for battle!
Alright, the naked men have become the tops in that scuffle.
Spears ready! Warriors, ready!
Like I said, I think my naked warriors will ultimately be the ones who make or break this.
Now! Warriors ready! Missiles ready! Spearmen ready for battle! Ready! Ready for battle! Ready! Ra! Noble horse! Stand down!
And
Reform! Horsemen! Advance at speed! Light horse! Unako! Warriors ready! Riders! Advance! Draw your weapons! Counts!
I think things are going alright.
Cavalry!
My Royal Cavalry are guarding the flanks.
Warriors, move out! Forward!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And we're going to circle them around further. Naked Celts are OP. I know, right? Funny thing, one of the most famous records of naked warriors, warriors going into battle completely naked was the Battle of Telamon, where the Celts were actually suffered a crushing defeat. Suffered a crushing defeat at the in northern Italy against the Romans. And you know what? One of the one of the major reasons that the naked Gauls were so useless was, the reason is because yes, the Romans were ultimately scared by the sight of the hobos, the naked hobos. However, the problem is they weren't hobos; they were covered in jewelry. So. So the Romans were like, on one hand, naked, hairy, angry men. On the other hand, loot, fat loot.
Battle ready! Battle ready! Light horse! Understood! Bowman! Fire!
Yeah, being a hobo isn't just a style of fighting. Being a hobo is a way of life.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Warriors! Arkako!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Elite cavalry! As you say! Move! Here! Orders! Battle! Ready! Noble horse! Warriors!
Alright, so far so good.
Ready! Gotcha! Elite cavalry! Move it! Victory for Gaul! Light horse! Orders! We hunger for blood and battle! Warriors! Move out!
Their charges were crackhead behavior, exactly. But the reason they lost, one of the reasons they weren't very effective is because they were rich crackheads, and rich people do not smoke crack. They smoke, they do cocaine, powdered cocaine.
Battle ready! Horsemen! Gallant warriors! Noble horse! What do we say? Here, warriors ready! Horsemen! On the battle! Ready! Victory!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Fight or I'll kill ya! Horsemen! As you say! Battle ready! Ready! Light horse!
Alright, cycle charging like there is no tomorrow.
Elite cavalry! Forward! Horsemen! Missile on, riders!
God damn it, this is a bloody battle. If you were isekai'd into a fantasy age of similar times or a...
All right!
If you were isekai'd into a fantasy age of... hold on, let me...
Ready! Horsemen! We are gone! Counts! Cut the charge! Battle ready! Elite cavalry! Bat runners! Load on!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Elite cavalry!
If you were isekai'd into a fantasy age of similar age or alt history, what age would you choose?
Horsemen! Battle ready! Load on!
Our men
Well, first of
flee
all,
the
I'm
field of
autistic,
battle.
and I would not survive any age other than this one. So I'm not sure I can answer that. If I was somehow got a leveling system where I could level up my stats like one of those, where I could level up my stats like Kazuma or Naofumi, then maybe I'd do that. I'd probably choose something like Antiquity because I don't know, Antiquity. I like the aesthetic of Antiquity a bit more. And I feel like people in Antiquity were just a lot less socially constrained, I guess. Say what you want about Christianity, about the merits of Christianity, but the fact is that when Christianity became ascendant, there were just so many more things that people just were not allowed to do.
Noble horse! Warriors, move out!
I mean, again, yeah, Christians were not ignorant. They weren't stupid, contrary to what Protestant propaganda would make you believe. But religion, or organized religion in general, is an authoritarian philosophy, and there's a reason. Someone once asked, why are so many autistic people atheists? And one person said, because religion is essentially where an old man says to a child, this is the way it is. The child asks why, and the adult says, because I say so, because this book says so, and you know, some people are okay with that. I mean, some people need some source of authority to oh my god, look at this fucking mess of a battlefield. But yeah, some people like authority, like rules, which honestly I think why Christianity is why Christianity became so popular in Japan before it ultimately got stamped out by the Tokugawa shogunate. But I don't like those kinds of rules because usually those kinds of rules are drafted for people who are not autistic.
Cavalry! Our aim is true! Noble horse! Take road! Ready! We are called! Skirmishes! Our spears are yours!
Alright, let's just finish the general off.
Battle ready and eager! Noble horse! Ready!
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
Horsemen! Fight!
so yeah, you know, as my, based on my name, Zosimus, named after Zosimus the historian, who was a pagan in a time of Christianity. I do occasionally talk about deep spiritual stuff on my channel, but I'm not a hater. I don't believe in evil. I think every villain is the hero of their own story, and everyone has reasons for doing what they do. So yeah, hating is bad.
Missile riders!
Alright. That's a lot of dead people. Damn. But surprisingly, not many of the naked people were killed. I should have zoomed in more, but, you know, this was a difficult battle. I needed to focus. Alright, let's see. What do we do with the survivors? To be honest, first of all, this is the, I took many casualties here, and generally you'd expect, generally people who survived something like this would be angry enough to want to just exterminate the captives. However, ultimately, my authority is law. The first battle, recorded battle in history was the Battle of Megiddo, where the Emperor Thutmose III conquered the Carnutes. According to sources of back then, 45% of Thutmose's army was killed. Out of his army of 9,000 people, 4,000 were killed. However, ultimately he chose. Ultimately, wait a minute, 4,000. Yeah, I think that's 45. If that's 45%. However, he still said, "I'm the boss, and I choose to spare them." So he showed mercy upon the city, and after taking his booty, allowed them to continue as his vassals. So the situation is, a sudden storm blows up. A storm of bloodshed!
To travel is to be truly free.
Let's see, how have my IDE allies reacted to this? They're getting more friendly, alright.
I live to serve the people of
But I do not think I'm going to be able to conquer them, so ultimately I will have to recover somehow.
Mother to us all.
They are not getting away.
It is done.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Okay, first of all, Vercingetorix, Oniorix's attendant, has
I live to serve.
Iliadis's attendant has improved in his skills, and as such, your character is old, practical, and matter-of-fact. Alright, he is tired of being an attendant for greater powers. He wants to get, he wants to be more of a gentleman thief now. Alright. Alright, so by the way, I did describe how in the last what is it? Stream I did, the guerrilla stream. Vercingetorix is an attendant. He's basically the servant, like the squire and horse groomer of Iliadus. And eventually Iliadus started to make pederastic advances to him, and looks like he's left now. Now, he is a handsome youth, and the target of many of the attention of many lecturers. He is paraded around like a trophy, like that one guy from Death in Venice, the most beautiful boy in the world. Oh yeah, Vasilis actually told me about that apparently the reason that so many anime characters today are twinks is because of an Italian guy named Death in Venice. Bjorn Andresen. Yep. To be honest,
in the dark.
do you remember? You know how Kara, you know how you and I feel about waifus, and how we know that our tastes in our gooner tastes in female babes, to put it in words, is often decried by slacktivists online who and calling and subjectifying women. To be honest, when it happens to guys, when young men are sexualized, when they when they become the target of lecherous advances, it does. I know it probably doesn't feel that way for you, but it does kind of feel uncomfortable for me, and I'm still a big pervert. Hold on. I'm still a big pervert, and I can't deny that I like good cheesecake, but I kind of get a sense of empathy sometimes for women who don't like to be the target of male advances when it's on the other when the shoe's on the other foot. But, you know, I'm not here to lecture anyone.
Can I help?
Thirsty for battle. I live to serve the people of Gaul.
What would you
Anyways,
have of me?
this guy is trying. This so-called hero Pelagius is trying to harass my army. Let's see if I can financially cripple him.
I can twist many a word. This was not my
Warriors
success.
all! Aida! on, kids, then!
Oh, you agree? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, everyone's a hypocrite in a little way, in some way or the other. It's just human nature.
What?
Ready for battle! Faster! Damn you all!
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Warriors all!
Yes?
Gaul is mother to us all!
Let's see. I need to go back and replenish my forces, definitely.
Mona, watch over this traveler.
I've been playing Girls Frontline 2 a lot. It's basically waifu XCOM. Yep. We'll leave it to Japan to put insert waifus into anything, even Modern Warfare. Or like when I first heard Girls Frontline, I just thought Frontline. I thought Frontline is generally a. It's not a word used lightly. Like, I don't know, maybe if the girls were like anti-terrorists or something, then maybe it would make sense. But what's the word? Discordancy between or something between in modern warfare and the horrors of warfare and somehow putting waifus into it. It's who cares? I'm a hot-blooded male. I'm a very, very thirsty pervert, and I'm willing to forgive anything for most things for that. I'm not a lolicon though. That's a line I won't cross.
Warriors all!
Also, there's some things that are definitely sacred. Like, oh my god, Luce is so cute. Cute. Anyone who lewds her, anyone who lays a hand on Luce, I will send them to hell myself.
How can I assist you?
ready for orders!
Honor the gods and your ancestors!
Let's see. Need to research a new technology. The setting is, the story begins in a marina. We haven't even made it to the sea yet, so, but let's research riverboating. Okay, so like I said, I need to be very careful not to get too close to Rome because then Rome will be like, fee, fi, fo, fum, I spell a non-Roman barbarian, or something like that. And then they'll just randomly declare war on me because, you know, Casus Belli apparently is not built in this game's code.
For the tribe!
All right, time
I
to
live
go.
to serve. Starting out! Is that all?
All right, Iliadus is now continuing to grow old and unattractive. Clearly not suited for war anymore.
Honor the gods and your ancestors. Ready for orders.
Yes?
And I will continue to make this so-called hero my bitch.
I have seen it done.
Ready for battle.
You know what? Why don't I think Onyorix is going to take a concubine as well, a Greek concubine. Bisula. Alright, she is an aristocrat. She is an aristocrat from an allied tribe of the Greeks. And she is very much, she was very much in fear of her, of her new captor and husband, but she is just taking things as they see fit, taking things as they come. He gives her a wolf pelt as a gift, a bodyguard, and no, I think that's too much. Anyways, Iliadus, let's give him a ambitious magistrate to represent his new position as a administrator. And let's also give him a promotion. He is now a warband leader. Of course.
Ready for battle.
Leader, which means that Oxtias wants to send him to war again. All right.
Honor the gods and your ancestors. And your ancestors.
I've been yapping for way too long. I need to actually focus on. I need to focus on going through the turns because I want to eventually fight with Rome. Rome before the end of tomorrow, because you know that's Rome is the final boss of this game basically. But by the time you're done dealing with all your rivals, Rome will have ascended to. Rome will have ascended to Marian status, the Marian legionaries, and will have the murder machines that are Marian legionaries, at which point the game goes into overdrive. But I want to actually get to that point. So, but I also want to yap, because you know, I want to teach everyone here about the wonderful world of history, of the past, and the lessons we can learn from the present.
I live to serve the people of Gaul. Getting on our way. Ready for battle. Thirsty for battle.
What do you want?
All right,
Thirsty for
so.
battle. You get to work for the tribe.
All right. Let's continue.
I can twist
Let's continue shaking this guy down for money.
Thirsty for battle.
Let's see. There needs to be something I can do in the middle of turns. In the middle of turns. Let's see. Maybe I can... When his turns are passing. So many factions in this game. So many minor factions, and they keep on increasing as rebellions happen and new factions are liberated.
Ready for orders. Warriors all.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having a client state. You can just basically you can just demand they give you troops, levy troops from them, without actually needing to spend recruit time. So a child is born. All right, they've had another. All right, Oxtias and Ian2 have had another child. There's an early Ottoman Aquitania, and...
How can I assist you? Gauls love the open road. They will join us.
Bit of inactivity right now. Let's see.
Gaul is mother to us all.
Yeah, this is annoying.
Honor the gods.
Bit of a stalemate right now. I wonder if I can get them to trade with me right
I
now.
welcome you.
Nope.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
The gods have been kind.
Let's see. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll for some... Wait. So what? Was that guy just... was that army just constantly in ambush this whole time? And just waiting there the whole time while I was out... No, well, while I was out dying on a bloody battlefield. This guy was just waiting, and then when he finally pulls off an ambush, he dies? What a loser. Okay, he is fortified. This is probably not a good time to actually attack. Alright, the chieftain Salmaras, the military administrator. Let's see how he has evolved. He is daring and adventurous. Continues to improve as a military overseer.
Thirsty for battle.
All right.
I live to serve the people of
I need. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money to get more. To hire mercenaries to kill this guy. Hey, you over there, give me some.
I can twist many a word.
Can you spare a drachma?
I have seen it.
Maybe a few hundred.
Gaul is mother to us all.
Still not enough. All right. Let's see if I can ambush him.
Warriors all. Gauls love the open road.
Yes.
All right.
ancestors.
Venica is continuing to restore, to keep order in the area. Keep order in. Keep order in the Arverni lands. Though she does crave adventure. Getting older, more self-confident and resourceful.
Ready for battle.
Mm.
You looking at me?
All right.
Yes.
All right. I think it's time to go out and cause some trouble.
Aye. To travel is to be truly free. How dare they? I'll have their heads.
Oh, she got him.
I am the
All
goddess
right.
champion.
She got him and looted him and looted his possessions of anything that was left and left him for dead. Perfect.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
How can I help?
Yeah, I mean, these guys facing other and says, "Hey, that guy was my."
The people of gold.
Hey, I was making money off this guy. Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should try using your blade instead of your gloves.
Gaul is mother to us all.
All right, let's see if this guy takes the bait. Nope, he left. I mean, he didn't find me, but he left. He left his fortified spot. Maybe I can take him now.
To work then.
All right, there he
I
is.
could be of further help.
Ready for
Steroid drinking. This should be a little bit easier since he's already considerably weakened. After that scuffle with the Idoi, maybe if I can pull this off, I can finally besiege the city. All right, endless rain. This might make things a little more difficult. All right.
Warriors, ready! Be warriors! Battle ready! Horse of Gaul! Bowman!
All right, this time I'm actually going to try and zoom in to show the battle that's going on.
Warriors eager for blood! Skirmishes! You have our spears! Elite cavalry! Melee warriors! Push
Let's go.
Warriors, move out! Horsemen! I can go! Warriors, move out!
Definitely going to have to walk my troops through this because rain causes them to lose stamina more quickly.
Cavalry! Riders, forward! Sons of gold!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Our shots! Horsemen, prepare to attack! Kill!
All right.
Missile warriors!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
No! Noble horse! Run, Perseus! Kill! Noble horse! Warriors ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Battle ready and eager! No! Kill! Warriors ready!
And okay, apparently these guys can throw javelins. Nice.
Goes! Move it! Forward! We are
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
ready! Warriors ready! Warriors ready! Scrappers ready! Horsemen! Orders! Spears! Forward! Bows! Ready! Slingers! Gallic warriors! Youths ready! Warriors of Gaul! Move it!
All right. The phalanxes move slowly, which means that I can quickly skirmish, and my skirmishers can outrun them quickly. All right. The commander is being ganked,
Spears ready!
and my hobos are circling around. Perfect.
Warriors ready! Spear warriors! Gallic warriors! Orders! Slingers! Horse and goal! Ready! Warriors move out! Spear warriors! Moving! Forward! Warriors ready! Hands! Mounted missile warriors!
One of our units has used all its
This
ammunition.
is it. Barbarism versus civilization. I think I'll win. Again, barbarism is from the eye of the beholder, and this time the only beholder left alive will be me.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
All right, get ready for the first ever recorded Baywatch run in history. Complete with serfdom complete with surfboards and giant
The battle
phalluses.
is turning in our favor.
We are ready! Orders! All rods and speed! Light horse! The gods guide our shots! Horsemen! Missile-armed riders! Slingers! Ready yourselves! They will bleed for us! Alcaco! Horsemen! Horsemen! For the warriors ready!
Alright, let's run these idiots down.
Horsemen! Charge!
And
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
alright, that should be it. Alright, almost total annihilation. Very nice. Alright, let's see what we are going to do with the captives. I can afford to be merciful right now, considering how crushing of a victory this was. Some unit is leaving prison after 20 years. Alright, I will release them.
Further orders? Move out!
Yes. Heading out. I have seen it.
Alright, the army is gaining more and more experience, as is the scout, as is Vercingetorix. Alright, setting. No, theme. The theme is corruption.
Thirsty for battle!
And the heralds of Anko are licking their lips at the idea of looting the city.
How can I help?
Meanwhile, Vercingetorix is getting more skilled and confident in his abilities. Alright.
Gaul is mother to us all! Thirsty for battle!
Slowly, slowly. Alright, it looks like the hero was alive after after being left for dead. Very well then. And the War Maiden Venica will return to finish the job. Pelagius, that's the name of the hero.
We give their soul to you.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
It would seem I had failed.
I have my ways.
I not kids then!
Alright, the hero is much better prepared to resist the Gaulish trickery.
Mighty warriors of Gaul, attack! Kill the cowards!
Alright, what should I do with the enemy Archon? Alright, Iliadus is having a child with his concubine wife. I shall to celebrate, I shall release these
Ready
captives.
for further orders.
Very well then.
For the tribe!
Alright, let's adopt Iliados into the family. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but my dog barks a lot. He is a, I said this before, but he is a rescue, and he gets very anxious. He barks at anyone he thinks is a threat. Alright, Oniorix has leveled up. Let's make him a... He is middle-aged, easily upset, and worries. Alright, let's make him fight a bit more defensively. Defensively and practically.
Ready for battle.
He is honestly, makes sense. He is worried about the possibility of having to eventually take the land of these, eventually besiege Massalia and take the land. But first he has to get through the thick wall, then its defenders.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Gaul is mother to us all.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
All right.
Ready for orders.
You know, I really should not be streaming this long, because when I get tired, I just start mumbling and don't use that many words, but don't use very complex vocabulary, but you know what, the show must go on. I want to do longer streams so that people can drop in whenever they want. I mean, yeah, people come in and lurk, but I don't know, I want them to have fun still, even if they're just listening. Let's see, can I win this? Let me think. He has a lot of hoplites, a lot of cavalry, but they are coming to me. First of all, let's pull him back a bit. No, actually, let's not. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. An emperor ought to die standing. Vespasian on his deathbed. Alright, let's create my own pseudo-phalanx.
You have our spears.
Okay. Let's put my slingers here. My other slingers here. My archers here.
Slingers!
No, wait, actually, let's switch their places.
Slingers!
Sons of Gaul!
And let's put my
Spears!
hobos and my axemen in the center to reinforce. And finally, let's get my skirmishers on this side. Alright, there we go. An overall defensive formation. Gauls are not supposed to be played in a defensive way, but you know what?
Equo!
I'm open to being a little, to playing a little differently.
Horsemen! Oh, maybe it's because they are a bunch of wets. They drink wine instead of mead. They eat olives instead of meat. And they love anything instead of women. I might hear you.
They drink wine instead of mead, they eat olives instead of meat, and they love anything instead of women. That's definitely a barbarian insult.
Advance at speed! Riders, advance! Advance!
Careful.
Bowmen! Missile warrior! Gallic warriors!
Careful.
We hunger for blood and battle! Ready! Warriors! Ready!
Alright, now I'm protect myself against the cavalry, against the Greek cavalry. Alright, let's do a reversal and get our cavalry in the fight. On the right flank. Meanwhile, on the left flank, just as I expected, the enemy cavalry is running into a wall of spears. And
The men are wavering.
Noble horse! Remember your ancestors! Slingers! Orders! Orders! Warriors ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Warriors ready! Orders! Ready!
see if I can get these axemen through the cracks. Alright, my cavalry have won the battle on this side.
Battle ready and eager! Slingers! Ready!
Alright, the left flank is open. Let's go.
Missile warriors! Spears ready! Forward! Forward! Ready! Run! Orders! Warriors ready! Slingers! We are go! Battle ready! Warriors! Orders! Battle ready!
And
Our spears are yours! Spear warriors! Battle ready! Slingers!
alright, naked warriors attacking the flank on one side, and spearmen on the other side.
Warriors eager for black! Cavalry!
flank is gradually being swept. Slept with a broom made from these naked warriors' cubes.
Slingers! Horsemen! Missile warriors! Noble horse! Horsemen!
Alright, getting my
Missile armed warriors!
working out very, very well.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Cavalry!
But unfortunately, the center has broken through. They have broken through my center, unfortunately, so
Slingers!
the battle is not over yet.
Victory!
Yet.
We are Gaul! Run, pursue!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready! Warriors never surrender! Spears! A duello! Orders! Warriors ready! Slingers! Warriors ready! Riders!
Alright, getting ready for a final cavalry charge.
Orders! Warriors ready! Missile armed! Riders!
Or at least several final cavalry charges, because, you know, cycle charging.
Noble horse! Back, warriors!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
As you say, horsemen! Make them! Hold on! Deadly missiles ready! Warriors of Gaul! All right! Warriors ready! Warriors eager for blood!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, let's get some cycle charging in.
Eager! Horsemen! Battle ready! Slingers! Move on! Celts! Warriors ready! Noble horse! We will pierce them!
So much micro.
Ready! Right to Tatis! Sons of Gaul! Skirmishes! Make your charge! Bowmen! Orders! Get running!
Alright, again, I think I have this, but
Bows!
kind of up in the air.
Horse! Ready! Orders! Gaul! Warriors! Ready! Slingers! Horsemen! Light horse!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We are elite cavalry! Battle ready! Warriors of Gaul! Bowmen! Run! Warriors, move out! Missile warriors! Now! Celts! Break up! Gallic warriors! Get running!
Alright, let's get another cavalry charge in.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Ah crap, my naked warriors have been almost destroyed. They're fleeing. Damn it.
Elite cavalry! Gaul! Scrappers ready! Orders! Warriors ready! By to orders! Horsemen! Gallic horsemen! Riders! Battle ready! Battle ready! Moving! Battle ready and eager! Movement!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I have not got this.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Warriors ready! Cut them down! Skirmishes! Battle! Understood.
Nope, I'm not retreating. You idiots you people are going to kill as many troops of these troops as you can before going down yourselves. You hear me? I will not accept defeat. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Might not have to. I might actually win this. I killed their general, and now they're actually fleeing. Slowly.
Light horse! Spear warriors! Advance! Aid me! We hunger for blood and battle!
Look at this. When I attack the phalanx from the side, they switch their swords. Oh, that's a victory! That's a victory!
Horsemen! Battle ready!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Kill!
Costly victory, but a victory nevertheless.
Elite cavalry! Back! No!
All right. Hey, Oniorix is nothing but, if not adaptable. Arranging his army in a pseudo-phalanx. He was able to repel the assault of he was able to repel the Greek assault, albeit at a heavy human
Our men
toll.
flee the field
That
of
costly
battle.
victory.
This is
Okay. Let's see, what am I going to do with these captives? Alright, we can't take care of them because we can't keep them prisoner because the winter is coming. And we can't let them go because then they might come back to fight us. So, sorry guys, but you are going in the ground. And all right, Oniorix has Oniorix's second in command is now only has one eye and is unable to fight. However, he still makes a good advisor. One-eyed veteran. Oniorix is now a duelist. Very nice. 2+2 zeal. Alright, this guy is
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
This guy is very much a brawler. How many mercenaries can I hire? The thing is, hoplites don't make very good besiegers.
Travel is... We cannot pass here. Ready for battle.
Can I embezzle some? Can I have some money, please? Oniorix is going to his. Oniorix is now going to his parents and asking for an allowance, even after being exiled. But you know what? It's for the good of the tribe. Embezzle.
Ready for orders.
All right.
People of gold.
Vercingetorix, can you give me some extra money?
What would you have?
Come on, it's not hard. Just get it from that one schmuck on the street.
A cup of ale, a starry sky.
No?
What?
Alright, why don't you try?
There will be blood.
Perfect!
There was never any doubt.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Alright, just enough. Alright, this is going to be...
To us all.
It is time for some carnage. Alright, so basically what's going to happen is is a large group of the other armies are going to the other army, the garrison army, is going to come as reinforcements. Is going to come as reinforcements, which means that I can attack them before they get information. So yeah, this is going to be an all-out attack. No thinking, just fighting. No thinking, just killing.
Orders!
Heavy horse!
Okay.
Heavy horse!
Well, warriors ready.
Pikes ready! Understood!
Our spears are yours. Spears! You have our spears. Ready? Slingers! Warriors of gold! Spear warriors! Hells! Skirmishers!
Okay, archers are going to go here, and skirmishers are going to go in front.
Roar! Noble horse! Ready! Noble horse! Knight horse! Noble horse! Forward!
Okay, where are they coming from? That is the question.
The gods guide us!
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Okay, they're coming from the upper left. Alright.
Boars of Gaul! Warriors, move out!
Gotta move fast. I think I can win this. I just need to attack as fast as I can. Alright, so the cavalry are currently cleaning up their cavalry, their civilian cavalry.
We are gone!
So far, so good. Alright, they break. Now to get rid of his command unit.
Boars of Gaul!
Alright, always a good time. Alright, falling back. His hoplites are coming. Hoplites are coming to defend him.
Running! Battle ready and eager! Prepare to attack! Warrior! Noble horse! Combat!
On. Encircle them, encircle them.
Mountain missile warrior! Wait on my word! Oh, for God! Heavy horse! Guilds! Loose! Aye! Use! Needed!
That is a lot of archers. Alright.
Our aim is true! Weapons ready! Slingers! Battle waddle! Spear warriors! Skirmishers! Missile riders!
Ultimately, apart from shock infantry, the selling point of the Celtic armies, the Gaulish armies, is their cavalry. So I intend to make heavy use of that.
Warriors of Gaul! We hunger for blood and
Alright, ganking his command unit from both sides.
Pike infantry at your command!
Be warriors! Spearmen! Fire! Forward! Those! Get running! Heavy horse! Sons of Gaul!
Alright, commander is very much
Yours
doomed.
to command! Your orders? Ready and waiting! Your orders?
To arms! Those! What are we, brothers? Slingers! Hurrah! Spearmen ready for battle! Go!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
All battle ready! Horsemen! Light horse! Battle ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Melee fighters ready! Skirmishers! Orders! Spears! Spear warriors! Get running! Battle ready!
Okay.
Warriors ready!
Yep, this is going to be a sweep.
Heavy horse! Riders! Warriors ready! Get orders! What are we prepared?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Make sure they don't escape, because if any of these people get off the battlefield, then that means they can defend their city, which is going to be a huge pain.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready! Quickly now! Skirmishers! Footbridgers! Break the line! Go! Attack! Ready! Kill! Gallic warriors! Charge! Ready to ride! Orders! Battle ready! Get ready! Aye! Warriors ready! We are gold! Skirmishers! Be less warriors! Force of gold!
Alright. And that's it. Now I need to just get rid of as many of these people as I can. No ammo. Fix bayonets. Or oh, is this about girls' frontline?
We are gold! Forward! Horsemen!
Yep, that's an essential part.
Speed!
Yep. Is it really truly a modern warfare? Modern warfare if there aren't suicidal bayonet charges made by incompetent commanders?
Our aim is true! Be warriors! Slingers! Noble
And
horse!
who is left?
Warriors of gold!
Okay, that should be everyone. Heroic victory. Oh yeah, that's always nice to get. Where, again, when significantly outnumbered, you still win. Usually this happens because of heavy cavalry. Those things are game changing. Oh, 171 losses only. Damn. While killing 2,471. Know about your archers, yes, but girls frontline as well. They have sword users and an archer and a sword user for reasons. I mean, ancient peoples had a love-hate relationship with archery. Like, archery definitely took a very archery back then definitely took a lot of strength. Well, I mean, heavy cavalry means you can charge people from the rear and break large enemy formations. This is what Gaulish warriors, Gaulish army is ultimately good at. The Gauls were able to defeat the Romans at the Battle of Gergovia because of a timely cavalry charge that routed them. But yeah, archers definitely had to be strong in order to pull back that heavy draw weight, and they definitely were no slouches in close combat. However, they were also generally peasants. They definitely weren't well trained, because these were generally the people who took part in hunting. They hunted either with bows or slings, and so they were already decent at it by the time they. The bows user in Girls Frontline 2 is the reference to the person who brought a bow and sword to the battlefield. Mad Jack? Is that... Wait, let me quickly look him up. World War II. Computer's laptop is freezing. Okay, let's close it and open it again. Alright, World Mad Jack. Fighting Jack Churchill. He fought in the Second World War while bringing along a basket-hilted Scottish broadsword, a longbow, and a set of bagpipes, and he killed a German soldier with a German officer with a longbow. Yeah. Alright, what am I going to do with these captives? A secret recording has been made. Yep, that's ultimately the... alright. Alright. I was ultimately able to win... I was ultimately able to win because of intelligence. And Onyorix received information of the unguarded Archon of the... Archon of the city, knowing that that if he attacked him, the garrison would come out to defend him. Thus, he was thus whatever traitor gave him information. Thus, whatever traitor gave him information, he would be able to. And he would be able to kill off their garrison, winning the capturing the city without even needing to go to assault the walls. However, in exchange, he was expected to spare the people of the city. And ultimately, Onyorix is a man of his word.
Not possible. Fall back! Warriors all!
Alright. I am going to assault the city because all they really have in their garrison is archers, so I'm going to do that. I'm guessing this spy was among the Massalian mercenaries I took. Is that what helped me win the battle? Basically, traders who agreed to become the tribe's vassals. All right. Let's see. Ultimately, I think from now on I'm going to do shorter streams because I don't have the if I don't have the endurance, I don't have the endurance to do super long streams where the chat isn't talking that much. Because then I'll just mumble to myself. It's just mumbling to myself. I think it's understandable. It's understandable. Longer streams come where if by some miracle I ever get a larger audience.
Spear warriors!
Like Kara, how long have you been how do you do it? How are you able to just talk so long on and on while with a barely active chat? Like what's your secret?
Ready to ride! Hoplites ready! Ready!
Okay.
Hoplites! Noble horse!
Let's go.
Hoplites ready! They will bleed for us! Gaze upon these walls. Think of our own homes. The sooner we trounce...
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Alright, the reinforcements are coming from the other side, I'm guessing. I'll send my cavalry over to quickly deal with them.
Sons of Gaul, for our ancestors! Get to millet! Heavy horse! Heavy cavalry! Sons of God! Draw your weapon! You have our spears? What are we, brothers? Yours to command. Complicates! Your orders. Scrappers, ready!
Alright, so far so good.
Kills! Move it! Noble horse!
Alright, ladders are docked on the walls. Let the killing begin.
To a forward! Melee fighters! Ready your weapons! And the double! Right! Heavy horse! For go! Hoplites, ready! Advance!
The men are wavering. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Careful.
Points at the ready. Advance! Commander! Hoplites! By your command! Up for glory! Ready! Yes! Charge! Hoplites, ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
For glory! Ready! Here! Commander, order charge! Ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition. We have captured the gates!
Hoplites!
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Our general is under attack.
All right.
at speed! Forward!
They will bleed.
And that is it.
Victory for God!
I'll just get rid of this last unit of militia and take the city center.
Our enemy have lost a victory point. One of our units has used all its ammunition. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I did not know there was an archer point here. It killed all my naked people, my hobos. Dang it.
The enemy fort will soon be ours.
Alright. Victory. What's the difference between the calves? The cavalry, okay, so these cavalry over here, these are light cavalry. They aren't meant to do charges. They're meant to run. They're meant to run behind the enemy and harass them with javelins. And to run and also to run down units of archers and other loose units that can't really hold back. But heavy cavalry have these like heavy spears, and they're and often barding horse armor, and are supposed to do like rear and flank charges into enemy formations to break them.
Is there nothing else? Ready for orders.
Oh, there's Rome. Let's see what the Romans think of me. They know, like, Massalia was their friend, and it looks like I'm going to be on the receiving end of a world of hurt. All right.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
Alright,
Let us
anyways,
have good wine
let's
until
start
we
making
can talk
alliances
no
right
more.
now that the war with Massalia is over. Anyways, Oniorix's migration is complete. Oniorix was never the favorite. Despite being an only child, Oniorix was never the favorite son of his father Oxtius. As first leaving his father to go join an exile, join the exile Iliadus to conquer the Aedui. However, things ultimately changed when he, in a drunken rage, he slew. He slew an enemy of the family, who had mocked his father, with a broken amphora, and with no choice, Oxtius was forced to demand that Oniorix leave forever. With that, Oniorix took an army of his followers and pushed into Massalia. And after bloody battle, Massalia, he was ultimately able to destroy the to destroy its armies after learning of the city's maneuvers from a series of traitors, from a traitorous general. No. Nevertheless, he chooses to spare the city. Massalia will now become a god. Will now be go from a bastion of Hellenistic civilization to Gaulish, to a haven of Gaulish savagery. All right.
The gods will rejoice at the words we have spoken today. You honor us. Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us. Come, speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
All right, making alliances for the inevitable battle with Rome.
They will feast in celebration. Greetings, friend. The gods will rejoice at the words we have spoken today. You honor us with these terms. A flapping tongue that speaks. I am sure that your wares will find a home. The gods will have me listen to you, but do not pass the day in words.
All right,
without
sending
merit.
gifts across the barbarian landscape to unite them against Rome.
Your goods? Well, no. We see little gain in trade between our peoples.
All right, the Lusitani don't appear to be very sympathetic to trade, so I will send Iliadus and his wife over to negotiate with them. But yeah, Onyorix has now reigns triumphant, having conquered the mighty city of Massalia.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
Gaul is mother to us all. Warriors all.
All right, with that, I am probably going to end here. I think I bit off more than I could chew with promising to stream for like 4 hours. 3 hours I think is enough, especially in the early morning. So I think once again I'm going to start streaming at 8 a.m. tomorrow, because there is more IRL stuff happening tomorrow, and I don't want to be absent from it. But everyone was come. Vasilisa and Kara, thank you so much for coming. I'm so grateful that people who don't even normally watch streams like Vasilisa would give me a chance. And Kara, thank you so much for all your guidance. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I have a lot more to say in the beginning, but streaming for like 4 hours with barely any chat activity, I don't think I can do that just yet. But yeah, I just gotta keep on building my endurance. Honestly, I think I need exercise. I need to exercise to improve both my physical and mental endurance. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to exercise to a 20-minute workout video. Definitely need that. But everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this experimental stream, and expect more to come.